Hey everybody, Eddie G here for Quick Shot, brought to you by NASCAR Network Sports. And today we have with us the third youngest AMA Pro Grand National Champion and X Games medalist, Brad the Bullet Baker. How's it going, Brad?
It's going great, man. Nice to be on the show. Thank you guys for having me.
No problem. Great to have you here on Quick Shot. Coming up quickly is X Games 2016 at the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. Brad, how excited are you about competing? And how do you compare it to last year?
I'm super excited to be competing. It was an awesome experience coming last year. My first time competing at the X Games. The second year is always a little bit more drive to do better than what I did last year. Came home with the bronze medal last year, and a couple of things that kept us off the top spot. And just excited to be involved with Harley Davidson and all the cool things that are going on here at Summer X in Austin.
Well, I remember the second X Games that was held here in Philadelphia. I believe it was X Games 8. And it was where Mike Metzger landed the first back-to-back flip, and it blew everybody's minds. I mean, the X Games has continued to expand over the last year. The addition of flat track racing has brought a new flavor to fans. Explain flat track racing to our viewers and what you love about it.
Flat track racing is an intense, adrenaline-filled sport. It's held on dirt ovals all across the United States of America. Usually on twin-cylinder engines. You can see bikes going plus 100 miles per hour, and riders side by side. 18 riders line up on the start of the main event, and all go neck to neck for usually around 25 laps, and sideways, side by side, sometimes can be 40 to 50 lead changes in a race. It's one of the oldest two-wheeled motorsports that it was started in the early 1900s here in the United States.
Hey, that's pretty exciting. I've watched you do your thing, and you are great at it. I know you've had a few injuries that have slowed you down a bit in the past. How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling really good. Injuries are definitely part of the game in any sport that you do, and seems like motorcycles and in any type of racing, injuries are something that just come along with the nature of the beast. But I'm feeling really good and confident in my abilities to do well this season and to do well at the X Games.
We're excited about the fact that it's been 44 years since Harley Davidson's created a new flat track bike. And I'd also like to know, how does it feel to ride for the legendary Harley Davidson company?
It feels great to be riding for Harley Davidson. It's a legacy when it comes to two wheels. They're a huge supporter of mine, a huge supporter of the sport of flat track. They just showed that again here by they came out with the new XG 750R Harley Davidson flat track bike. It was based off the liquid-cooled Revolution X V-twin engine that comes in the Street 750, and it's a purpose-built race bike to go fast around dirt ovals. But it's been a great time being able to develop that motorcycle with Harley Davidson and to do lots of PR and stuff starting coming up to the X Games here. I got the enjoyment of being able to swap rides with a professional snowboarder, Ben Ferguson, here not too long ago, where he learned how to ride a motorcycle here coming up here in the X Games. So that's some pretty interesting things that's going on for Summer X. So you're going to see a snowboarder get on a motorcycle, just as I was at the Winter X Games in Aspen. I got on a snowboard, and just goes to show that anybody can try something new, a new sport, and especially motorcycling. If you can see Ben Ferguson, somebody that's used to powder and a board, getting on two wheels on a motorcycle.
And how was that for you, snowboarding?
It was pretty crazy, man. It took me out of my element big time, but just goes to show if a motorcycle rider that's known nothing but engines and wheels his whole life to get out of his element and go down a big mountain, that anything's possible, and then that even the average person can get out and have the fun of racing motorcycles or snowboarding.
Talk about Harley Davidson's new Live Your Legend marketing campaign and how riding a motorcycle has impacted your entire life.
Harley Davidson's always been about creating tighter bonds and a richer legacy between friendships and people. And I've loved motorcycle racing, flat track racing in general, but there's nothing better than getting out on the open road and spending those those times with my friends and my people that are going to be my friends for the rest of my life. And it's all about living your legend and living up to what you've been born to do. And racing motorcycles and riding has created my life, and it can create a lot of different emotions for people, and it's like live your legacy, and it's a cool deal that Harley Davidson's doing. I encourage people to get involved and visit your Harley Davidson local Harley Davidson dealership. They got riding academies all around the United States where you can learn to ride a motorcycle and live your legacy.
I think it's also great that Harley Davidson is offering that riding academy free to members of the military and first responders this year.
Yeah, no, it's you can sign up on HD Learn to Ride for all military service women and men, current and former, for all they've done for our country and protecting our freedom. It's free at any Harley Davidson dealership, or sign up at hd.learn-to-ride.
Well, that's a great program, and anything that benefits the men and women of our military and first responders benefits all of us. Before you go, I know it's been a great ride so far, growing up on bikes and making it to this point. What do you see ahead in the next couple of years, and what are your goals as far as racing?
Yeah, it's been an awesome career so far. Only being 23 years old and haven't been in this for a whole lot of time. It seems like to get to the point that I have, it feels amazing. My goals are just to continue pushing forward, try to win more races, and ultimately win some championships. Been able to have the honor of going overseas and doing some international stuff here the last couple of years, and seems like that's starting to gain some momentum, especially with things like the X Games happening now, which is huge for the sport, and also myself and Harley Davidson motorcycles. But hopefully we can continue to see flat track in the X Games and then start to gain more momentum internationally, and hopefully I'll be in the on the spotlight of all of it is my goal.
Well, I hope so, and I hope that you're the guy who brings more awareness of this sport to the world, because you're a great racer and you're exciting to watch, man. So thanks for taking time to talk to us, Brad. We wish you success at X Games 2016 and hope to see you back here on Quick Shot real soon.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, and hopefully we'll be talking to you soon as well. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you again.
All right, everybody, that's it for this episode of Quick Shot. See you next time. Eddy G out.